Hi everyone, welcome to my 2023 fall color photography trip. This morning we start out here on day one outside of Steamboat Springs, Colorado. The plan is to move further up into Wyoming, up towards the Tetons, but right now everything about this trip has been in flux. Yesterday I drove the entire day to get out here, had some car issues getting out here, so there was no photography yesterday on the real day one, so today that's why I'm calling today day one. I got in right before sunset, did have a target and I could have made it, but we got here and there was a gate that had the road closed and it said private property keep out, which was interesting because on all the Forest Service maps, it was totally in the Forest Service land. So not sure what was going on in there, but you never know if it's hunting season, if people try to keep people out of their hunting grounds or if it really is just there are some little homesteads still in the Forest Service land that have been in there for a long time and they're still in the family. So don't know exactly what happened there, but so by the time we got in and tried to find a second location, like a backup location, it was getting dark and just ended up running out of light. And so we set up camp and called it a night. So here we are this morning. Beautiful scene. We were having a little bit of a problem finding a spot because up that road where the gate was closed was also our morning spot for today. So kind of came up over Buffalo Pass here outside Steamboat. A lot of beautiful scenes here. There's a ton of people camping everywhere. Quarter mile down that road, there's a bunch of tents, and then right up behind me, there's a bunch of tents. So that's made this a little bit challenging. And then there's a couple stands of trees in here that have a lot of disease. So kind of working around that, but we're gonna keep trying and see what we find. We found several beautiful things to photograph that morning. We worked our way down Buffalo Pass and towards the town of Steamboat Springs. We made a quick stop in Steamboat Springs to check on the rental car and the issues I was having the day before, and then it was off to the car wash to wash off all the oil that was on the car. And then time to go check out Fish Creek Falls. Our stop in town put us behind schedule, and when we arrived at the waterfall, the light was shining right into the camera lens. We opted to hike downstream and look for some more interesting scenes along the river. While it's not the waterfall photo I was hoping for, it's still a decent little scene along the river. After the waterfall, we grabbed some lunch and then headed back into the mountains to start looking for our sunset photography location. Well, some good news. We have targets for tonight and tomorrow morning. So now we're in here just looking for a place to camp. Got a couple possibilities. Got one real promising one. But as you can see, it looks like it's going to rain at any minute now. And I just wasn't ready to commit to the one down at the bottom just in case we get too much rain. I didn't want to get stuck down there. So just kind of checking out some other things and kind of wait towards sunset. Got about 2 hours. So hopefully these clouds kind of break up a little bit and we get some great color, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, back up here where I'm taking this evening's photo from, you can see there's a really nice line right up that valley, kind of leading right up to the peak. Got some great clouds blowing in from the I believe that is the south. They're kind of moving northeast. So they're kind of coming right over the top of that peak. And then right now it's pretty clear to the west. So hoping we get a really nice sunset here. I really like this scene. I like just the way it all kind of leads up to that nice mountain there. So if it all comes together, you should have a really nice photo. Okay, I've taken quite a few pictures now. I've kind of moved a little bit down closer to this ravine, trying to get a little better of an angle. The light's starting, or the shadow's starting to work its way up the mountain now. So I kind of thought over here, minimize some of the shadow, and then got a little more of the trees that are on the left side there lit up. So clouds are kind of drifting a little bit to the left of the mountain now, but there's still another big band of them that's gonna come pretty close. So hopefully they keep moving. The sun stays open. There's a little cloud there right now that's probably gonna diffuse this light for a few minutes, but that should be a quick one, and then hopefully get a little sunset color. But this evening, this magic hour glow, or the golden hour glow right now, is just awesome. So I think what I've already taken tonight is going to be awesome. So anything else from this point, I think, is a bonus. So it's a good predicament to be in. So we're getting a little closer to sunset. We still have, I think, a half hour, and then that cloud I was talking about over there is kind of filtering the sun, so it's real muted on the mountain right now. Those aspens are still getting sun. You can tell they're still glowing a little bit, but with this crazy cloud coming off that storm, I mean, there's even some mammatus clouds back in there, and I'm tempted to run back up to the car up at the road and get a different lens and try to get some of these mammatus. But what would probably happen, I mean, I could do a in between, but what would probably happen is the mountain and all the trees would get real little, and then this cloud would be huge, which would be all right. But I don't know, I just feel like my focus is the mountain. If I just be patient, these are all drifting in behind the mountain, and we're really going to have a good sunset here. Hopefully that sun is not done up there on the hill, even though right now it does look really good. So I should probably stop blabbing away to you guys and maybe take a few more shots, and then zoom out just a little bit and try to get a little more of that cloud in there. And then, who knows, maybe I'll run to the car and get the other lens. So, but very cool, kind of what I was expecting to happen, and hopefully it just keeps playing out the way I think it's going to. So it's got crazy. It almost looks like a volcano erupting. I did run back up to the car, but I bring two cameras for a reason. I don't have to just use one. So hand holding this one with a wide angle lens, shooting bright clouds, works totally good, while the big zoom lens is on that, shooting closer into the hill. So I think I got something cool with both. We'll wait until I get home and look at them on the computer, but so far so awesome. But I need to get to work, shoot a few more, because this is just crazy. All right, since I talked to you last, I've moved 3 times, chasing the clouds. Basically what happened is I could tell that my light on the mountain where I wanted my picture tonight was done, and the only chance I had anything cool left was these clouds. So I moved down the road a little bit, snapped a picture, and that was all with the wide angle lens. Moved down the road even further, snapped a couple more pictures. As you can see now, what's left of these little bit of clouds are actually falling apart pretty quick. So I don't think this third stop here I'll find anything, but here's the first 2, and if there's a third photo, here's the third photo too. Well, thanks for tuning in to day 1 of my 2023 fall color photography trip. It was quite the day. Can't wait to see what the rest of the week holds. Did stop in the town earlier today and heard some good news that it sounds like the national parks will be open by the time we get up there. So looking forward to that. But in the meantime, 2 more days of photographing our way between here in the Steamboat area up towards Jackson, Wyoming. So we'll see you again next time.